Hey everyone, welcome back. This is episode 5 of Godspell the Backstage Pass. As you can see, we're no longer in the Maryland Center for the Arts, but we've moved to the Dining Commons. Now this is where things get interesting. I'll take you inside here, and for the first time you'll get to see the full setup, well, the almost full setup of Godspell 2008. We have all our sound system up, all the lighting up, most of the set and a lot of the props are in place over here. So let's go inside and see what we can see. Now the first thing we can look at, these are our speaker stacks. 2 subs and 2 15-inch high packs on each side. You can see the stage right over there. Stage left, excuse me. And these are our powerful speakers. And they're active speakers, which means that the amplifier is built in. You can kind of see some of that back there. And then this up here, this is the granddaddy. This is our lighting truss, the one that you saw a lot lower in the studio theater. And this can still go up about another 6 feet. Just because of the ceiling in here, we weren't able to go up any higher. So this is all our main front of house lighting. If you come around here to the stage, you can see these box trusses, which I showed you before, and you can see how they act as side lighting. And in the back, they're backlighting, and there's the back truss above that. These are our boxes. These boxes double as set pieces and packing boxes. We store a lot of our props and sound and lighting cabling in these boxes, and they're very nicely painted. And back here, this is where we're going to have the band set up. Now what's missing is that big hole right there. There's going to be a nice backdrop of our logo that we're having printed that's going to hang back there. So that's not quite ready yet, so we're not able to put that up. But here you can see our band set up, all of our guitars, the in-ear mixers, and the drum setup with all of the drum mics. Over on this side of the stage, we have our main snake head. I showed you a picture of this before. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is not a real snake. It doesn't bite. But basically, this is where all the cables from stage come into, and then they go down through this big snake right here. I like to call this one Big Blue, and that goes all the way back. And we can follow it. Maybe. There we go. All the way to front of house. And these are the back of those racks I showed you before. And these were the racks that were built by Justin Spittler of Stretch Audio, as I mentioned before, serving all of your audio needs in the Fort Wayne area. And as you can see, this is where that main snake comes into, and it goes up into here where the sound console is. And this is called doghouse. You can see it breaks out into all these different cords and cables. Now this is probably my favorite part of the sound system, the front of house mixer. This is our Soundcraft GB4. This is where I control all the instruments coming in and all the sends out to the monitors and the auxes. Like I said, this is probably my favorite part. And underneath here you can see those same racks I showed you before, all lit up and powered, and then the wireless rack off to the side. Now, the interesting thing about our lighting system is that all the lighting is controlled from this small computer right here. We don't need any other front of house equipment. We just run one cable from the dimmer rack, that's that yellow box back there, on stage to back here, and this is where all the lighting is controlled. And here we have a small follow spot that we use from front of house to also light the actors. Now back here there's a little something I'd like to show you that's kind of a work in progress. High voltage. Now I'm not going to tell you what that's for, but just keep that in mind. I'll show you another prop. These are the props I was going to show you the other day that I couldn't. And here we have what looks to be the piece of a wrecked ship, which will soon have lettering on it. Now, I'm not going to tell you what that's for either, because you'll have to come see a show. But I'd just like you to keep those in your mind right there. One thing I left out about the sound system, these are the side fill speakers that are used so that the actors can hear. And this is our setup for Godspell 2008, minus a few finishing touches. We also have the flats, which I haven't brought over yet. And this is how our audience is going to be. Hopefully full when we actually do the show. So I hope you've liked seeing the full setup, and soon you'll get to see the full setup with actors and band in action, as I may be posting a few music numbers just to give you a sneak peek at what Godspell 2008 is going to be like. So have a great day.